The Galactic Codex was absolute. 10,000 pages of rules governing everything from trade negotiations to war declarations, refined over 50 millennia by 100 species. Every civilization followed it religiously. Then humans arrived. Article 7293 clearly states, Administrator Vexnox droned at the integration meeting. All ships must use standard quantum drive technology for interstellar travel. Yeah, about that, Ambassador Search interrupted. We've been using something called an Alcubierre drive. Bend spacetime instead of jumping through it. That's not in the Codex. Exactly. It's better. But the rules are 50,000 years old. When's the last update? Vexnox's 6 eyes blinked in sequence. The Codex is perfect. It needs no updates. Chin smiled. It wasn't a nice smile. 6 months later, humanity had broken or bypassed 3,847 regulations. Not maliciously, just by existing. They terraformed worlds using methods not in the Codex. Their traders bartered with memes instead of credits. Their military doctrine included something called guerrilla warfare that violated all 17,000 combat regulations. The Council called an emergency session. Humanity must conform. Supreme Arbitrator Krell thundered. The Codex maintains order. Counterproposal. Chun stood up. The Codex adapts, or we leave the Galactic Union and form our own. Gasps echoed through the chamber. You can't just make your own rules. Watch us. What followed was the most frustrating year in galactic history. Every time the Council cited a rule, humans either found a loophole or simply created an alternative system. Trade Regulation 5671 required all transactions go through central banking. The breaking point came during the Zarathi crisis. The Zarathi Empire, not Union members, attacked 3 human colonies. According to the Codex, humans had to file a formal complaint, wait for arbitration, then receive permission for proportional response. Instead, humanity did something unprecedented. They ignored the Codex entirely. Within hours, human merchant ships, armed with mining lasers, surrounded Zarathi space. Human tourists, special forces, began sightseeing, sabotaging military installations. Human humanitarian aid, war drones, was delivered to help destroy Zarathi infrastructure. This is illegal. Krell screamed at the emergency session. According to whose rules? Chen asked calmly. The Zarathi aren't Union members. They don't follow the Codex. Why should we limit ourselves fighting them? Because that's chaos. No, that's adaptation. The human campaign was devastating in its creativity. They hired pirates as security consultants. They broadcast Zarathi military frequencies as educational content. They claimed occupied planets as archaeological sites of human interest because one human had once visited there. The Zarathi surrendered in 3 weeks, begging to join the Union just to get the protection of the Codex from humans. That's when the galaxy finally understood. You want to rewrite the Codex? Krell said quietly during the next session. No, Chen replied. We want to add to it. The Codex isn't wrong. It's just incomplete. You've created rules for the galaxy you knew. We're showing you the galaxy that could be. What do you propose? Chen uploaded humanity's editions. The Council watched in horror and fascination. The Innovation Clause, allowing any species to propose new methods if they prove superior. The Adaptation Protocol, requiring the Codex be reviewed every decade, not every millennium. The Economic Evolution Act, permitting new forms of trade as they developed. This is insanity, someone whispered. This is survival, Chen corrected. The universe changes. Your rules need to change with it. Otherwise, the next species that thinks like humans but isn't as nice, they won't propose amendments. They'll burn the whole system down. The vote was closer than expected, but humanity's additions passed. Not because the Council loved them, but because they'd seen what humans could do outside the system. Within a decade, the galaxy had transformed. Innovation exploded. Trade flourished. New solutions emerged for old problems. The rigid Codex became a living document. During the centennial celebration, Krell approached Chen's successor. "We hated you," the old administrator admitted. "You broke everything we held sacred." "No," the human replied. "We showed you that rules should serve civilization, not the other way around. Sometimes you have to break the mold to build something better. Your species is chaos."